This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, welcome back to another edition of Lee Pitts Live. We are in the museum at the American Legion Post 38 in downtown Fort Myers on Jackson Street. The commander is Kevin Boyd. He's done a yeoman's job in hosting Lee Pitts Live here for the 4 weeks, and we are enjoying our stay. We have a fabulous show in store for you today. We'll get a chance to find out about a gala that's coming up. It's the Fort Myers Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Going to have the 50 and More Gala that's going to be taking place at the Crown Plaza Hotel. And of course, Lee Pitts Live is a media sponsor. We're going to get all of the details from the chairperson, Kathy Dupree Bruno, who's here, and she's also a legal mind with Bruno and Prado Law Firm. All this happening on Lee Pitts Live. And then we'll also get a chance to talk to a candidate for District 6 School Board. Remember this name, Karen Putman-Watson. When you go into the polling booth, we'll be talking to her as well. We'll be right back. Southwest Florida, welcome back. We're so thrilled to get here today, a candidate for District 6 Lee County School Board. And she has been doing an outstanding job getting her name out there and touching the people. She's a people person. Karen Putman-Watson. Welcome to the show, Karen.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Good to get you here. One of the things you do when you come on our show, our ratings go up because you always dress so immaculate. Who's your stylist?
I would say myself and my husband.
Okay.
Yes. Fred.
Okay, Fred, you're doing a good job. You have put your hat into the ring to be a school board representative for District 6. What inspired you to do that?
I wanted to run because I wanted to bring a different dynamic, and I think that school board needs, and our community needs a different dynamic. My expertise, my experience, my commitment, and my connections in the community, the resources that I can bring to the board and the community for our students and our teachers.
What are some things you're hearing out there now? Because you are touching the grassroots of the community. I see you going into high places, and I see you going into, for lack of a better word, not so high places and touching people of all backgrounds. What's the feedback you're getting?
I am getting very receptive. Everybody's like very happy that I'm running, encouraging. They are thrilled to see that I'm running. They feel that I will be a good asset to the community and the school board.
What are some key things that you feel that you can change that are happening with the Lee County School District right now?
One of the things I want to see change is our teacher retention. I think we have very passionate employees already that are vested in our community, that live here, that are not going anywhere. Making sure that we put some resources and help to those that are willing to go back to school to get their education, like teacher's assistant, bus drivers. I was one of those people. I was
Right.
a teacher's assistant, and I decided to go back to school to get my degree in education, and in the end, end up getting a master's in social work.
Who is Karen?
Who am I? I am an advocate for our community. I am a servant to our community. I am a mom, a grandmother, and of course, a lovely, honorable wife.
When you first started the process of running for the district, what are some key things you thought about to make that decision that you wanted to run?
One was time. Will I have the time to do it? And yes, I will have the time, though I am the executive director of Our Mother's Home. My time there is flexible. I do feel that I can commit to being on the school board and running Our Mother's Home. Just who I am. One of the other things is, what can I bring? How can I really make a difference? Will I be able to make a difference? And I believe that I can, and I know that I can because of what I've done with Our Mother's Home, building that organization when it was almost about to close the doors, building its funding, building its reputation, building the services, the quality service that we're providing there, making sure that young women there get their education. And I feel that if I'm able to do that and meet each child there at their need, I know that I can do that for the school board.
One of the things people need to do who want to help out with your campaign is they need to donate, they need to support, they need to get out and vote. When they go to your website that's on the screen, they can find information for all of that there?
Yes, you can find copies of petitions that you can download and mail to me. Also, the donate button. I do need time, talent, and tokens. I need talent to make sure that I'm able to get out into community. As you know, I'm running for District 6. That's at large. That's a whole Lee County. That's all the way up to Boca Grande, all the way down to Bonita Springs. So I need someone to help me with that, getting out and get my voice out there in the community. I need the expertise because I don't know everything, and it takes a village, as it does with our kids, and it's going to take a village for me to help win this campaign, and also funding. It's going to take funding to do that as well.
What's the phone number people can call as well?
239-900-6909.
When people think of Karen, what do you want them to think of when they go into the polling booth?
I want them to think of someone that, just like them, that wants the same thing that they want for their children, for their community, that I am concerned and committed to their children, and the teachers to know that I have their back. I once was a teacher, and I know what they need and what it takes to be a successful teacher in the classroom. And, we're not just teachers. They're parents, they're social workers, they're doctors, they're everything. And I know what it takes, and I know that I can make sure that they have the resources that they can provide to students and their families. As with Maslow, we start out at the bottom with the physiological needs, and we have to do that as well in the school system, not just at home, making sure that they have those needs, and then making sure that they're safe. Safe in the home, safe at school, that they know that they're coming to safe, because children meet what they get what they meet at school. If they don't have those needs met when they get there, they're not going to be able to be successful. The next one is to make sure that they have belonging and love, and teachers that are compassionate, and teachers and social workers and administration that want to belong in the school system and want the children to feel like they belong there. And that's the only way they're going to be able to be successful.
One of the things that we notice in the Lee County School District in particular is that there's a large disparity between children of color and white children in terms of their grades. When you are elected as a school board representative, I know you're running at large, I know you're not running as a black candidate and all of that, but we black folk, we're going to be looking at you to be even more sensitive about that and trying to rectify that situation. What's your thoughts on that?
I feel, understand that, that right now there's 60% of our students are a minority, and all children, no matter what their race, if they have gender identity issues or whatever that is, I'm there for children. I'm advocating for children, children, and children.
One of the things that astonishes me is, one, the number of charter schools that we have in the area and the number of charter schools that come and go. What's your position on charter schools in general?
I think that charter schools are a resource, but I do feel that the school system should not be giving them funding if they're not going to be able to meet these needs of the students. If they're not going to be equal to the public school system providing services to students, then I don't think they should be able to get the funding, but I do believe that it could be a resource for some families.
You think there's a need, there's a place for charter schools?
For some families, it's a resource for them.
Okay. The headline in previous months is teachers and weapons in the school, teachers carrying a gun. What's your thoughts about that?
Teachers are there to teach. They're there to make sure that students are safe and feel that they belong there. They don't have the time to be focusing on guns. If I was in the classroom right now, I would not feel that I can teach and be worried about a gun and teach at the same time.
You made that clear. I rarely ever say anything about anything on this show. I just ask questions. But on that particular question, I agree with you 100%. Teachers should not have to be dealing with carrying gun on campus. Final question. When you look at the Lee County School District 5 years from now, with you as a sitting school board member, what do you hope would have been achieved?
What I hope would have been achieved is teacher retention, one. Our GED and high school rate has increased, that we have some more commitment from our community with funding. I do love the idea that the school board has took on Joe North in sponsoring stadiums. I think that's a great idea.
In terms of fundraising?
Right, and I think that's a way for the community to give respect to the school board, because I don't see that when I'm out, because a lot of people don't know what's the responsibility of the school board until something happens, and then they want to blame the school board. So I think if we can get more support from the community, and that way we'll get more respect and credibility of what we're doing.
I see. The Joe North, the North Law Firm would be the name folk of the Dunbar High School football stadium going forward. And big shout out to Joe North for stepping up and getting those naming rights. Karen, it's always a pleasure having you on the show. We look forward to getting you back in the future. Keep up the good work.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, as the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they are usually interrupted by those like Karen and all the fine people who are associated with her campaign who are doing it. When we come back, Kathy Dupree